Hey, what's going on, good people? It is Wednesday, is it? Wednesday, March. I don't know what today's date is. March 11th or 12th. I think the 13th is Voice 603. So then, yeah, today is the 11th. Oh, my head itches. So, yes, today is Wednesday, March 11th, 2020. I say this date because I really want to keep practicing saying the date. It's very important that I keep doing that just for to keep the brain going. I also do a crossword puzzle every morning on an app. It's pretty awesome to do that. So just keeps the mind going, keep it refreshed, and all that good stuff. Because when you have a stroke, things get affected. As I'm finding out, you know, it didn't really affect my speech that much, but it definitely I can feel a lag sometimes in there. Like when I'm talking, I feel like I'm like, what do I think about next? Or I'll think of something and say it and not really think about it for real. Like I'll say it before I speak, before I think, kind of thing. So yeah, there's a lot of that going on. So I wanted to come to you all today because I said I was going to do this format where I'm singing every Monday. Well, this past Monday, we got into Tully, New York, I think we were in, which is Western upstate. I don't know where in New York. New York's a big state. There's a lot of cities in New York. It's not just New York City and Rochester and Buffalo. There's a lot going on in New York. And New York's a big state. So we were somewhere. We were in Tully, New York, I think we were. So we got in late. We got in like about 9 o'clock, and I was like, I cannot make this video. I tried to make a video, and then I was using my arm. My arm got tired, so I had to erase it because I didn't like it. So here we are on Wednesday now. I'm not going to be singing because we just had rehearsal where we rehearsed a new song that I arranged. Don't Start Now. I think it's called Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa? How do you pronounce her name? Tell me how to pronounce it. Dua Lipa, but it's a really awesome track. So yeah. So we just finished rehearsing that. Rehearsed a surprise, I guess you could say, for Voice of the 603. You have to come to Voice of the 603 to come check our webpage for details. It is on Friday. It's in New Hampshire. Check our website. You'll be able to get tickets for Voice of the 603. It is not canceled due to coronavirus pandemic, which is a very serious thing. It is a serious thing for real. People, wash your hands. It's really, I mean, I'm not saying that's a cure-all, but it helps prevent the spreading of this virus. So, and there are a lot of people with compromised immune systems that really are susceptible to the coronavirus, and older people are a lot of elderly people are dying from this. So it's very important that we wash our hands and use hand sanitizer and try not to touch our face. I know it's hard for a lot of people not to touch your face. Trust me, I had to hit my hand a bunch of times to not touch my face today. But yeah, so just take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. So what I was saying was Voice 603 is not canceled, but please take precautionary measures. If you are feeling sick, please don't come. It just doesn't help. So, I mean, we appreciate your effort, but it just doesn't help. We're doing our best to stay healthy and ball in the house. See, I'm about to touch my face because it itches. I'll wash later. I'll wash my hands after this. So Marchapella has been postponed, which is a wonderful event that happens every year in the city of Wilmington. I love it. So much fun. I missed it last year because I was in the hospital, but I was looking forward to doing it again this year, and got postponed. So we'll see when that happens. Having high hopes it will happen soon, sooner than later. Yeah. So that has been my life for the past couple days. We've been doing school shows in upstate New York, and been pretty busy. Ball House has been busy, which is great. It's good to be that busy. We're going to be in Centerville, Maryland, and somewhere in West Virginia next week. And then we have a couple days off before we head out for this big Midwest tour, where we're going to be gone for 2 months. It's going to be crazy. And we're going to be flying home for Easter, so we have to see how that goes. We have to see. That might not happen because of the coronavirus pandemic, but we'll see. So here I am. I'm going to talk some more to you guys about, stroke awareness. I already talked about be fast, balance, eyes, face, arms, speech, and time. So yeah, those are very important. I saw a friend of mine. Gosh, I'm getting emotional. I get emotional a lot more, which is hard to believe for some of you all. Think Monty gets emotional more. Yeah, so I get emotional a lot more. A friend of mine just recently posted her friend that her father passed away from massive stroke, and it's very serious. You know, take it very seriously. Seriously, if you feeling any of those symptoms, don't hesitate to go to the hospital. It's a matter of life and death, literally. So we are in Clifton Park, New York, right now. We are in the Hampton Inn, which is a very, very nice Hampton Inn. So if you're ever in Clifton Park, please stay at the Hampton Inn. I beg you. It's amazing. The staff is tremendous. We've been coming here for about I would say about ever since I've been in the band. We've been coming here, and it's been awesome. Um, so yeah, I can't really see the cameras. I don't know if I'm looking right at you or not. So don't judge me if I'm like looking to the side or whatever. I'm sorry. So yeah. I wanted to talk about. I don't know what I wanted to talk about. I kind of want to get into this habit of doing like a daily vlog kind of thing, like do like a couple minutes every day. Give you not having like specific talk points. But this one I do want to talk about like things like challenges. Someone asked me like what have been some of my challenges since having the stroke, and you know. So challenges have been physically, of course, there's some physical challenges. For me, it's my whole entire right side was paralyzed. So gaining all that back, it's like I'm a baby. It's like I'm having to learn how to walk again and how to move my hand, and I can do it a little bit. See, I can raise my arm up, but it's not like what it was before. So I'm still exercising every day. This is part of my PT or OT. Yeah. So kicking and being in the band has definitely helped me being with physical therapy, because look, we move a lot, and so it's pretty awesome to be on stage with these guys, and these guys have been fantastic to me. We've gone through choreography for every song and said, okay, what do we need to adjust here so that way it moves easier for you? I mean, seriously, I couldn't ask for better bandmates. They're great guys. They just don't cry. So they're just awesome. I'll talk about them later. So just some challenges I've had. Sometimes I'll forget things. I will forget things. So I also ask, don't charge it to my head. Charge it to my heart. Is that how you say it? Is that the saying? Or don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my head. Well, I can literally say that. Charge it to my head, because that's what happened. I sometimes will cry just because. And I'm just noticing all these changes in me, and it's hard to reflect on those things. So I'll find myself just staring off into space sometimes, and not really focusing on things. It really takes a lot for me to focus on things. So if I'm focusing on something, I'm really trying hard. So it just takes a lot. And these braids itch, and because if you know ethnic hair of any time, if you have braids, you cannot really scratch it because it's gonna take the braids out. So you have to like pat it like this. Yeah, trust me, I'm not gonna lick my fingers after that. But so then there's that. Steps. Oh my gosh, getting up and down stairs, they're the worst. So I have to do my left leg first, and then bring my right leg up, and then left leg and right leg up. Sometimes, occasionally, I like to give it a try and see if I can put weight on my right leg and then put my left leg up to the next step, but that doesn't go so well sometimes. I remember when I was first learning to walk again, and I stepped on the wrong leg first. I learned that lesson real quick. It was painful. I stepped on my right leg first going up the stairs, and it was like collapse. And then my whole left side tried to hold my right side up. Nope, it didn't work either. So I had to figure out a way to get down and stop and all that stuff and get back up. Luckily, my niece was there and my sister's friend was there. They helped me. It was funny because I remember yelling to myself, "Wrong leg," when I stepped on it. And then I stepped on it, it's too late. You can't really fix that. So that was in the beginning stages. But I think I'm good now. Or if I do that, I can catch myself. But I try not to do that because I learned my lesson. Um, at first, getting out of bed was a issue. I remember like feeling like Bambi. You know how like Bambi when he first learned the world, and he was just wobbling all over the place, and that was me. It was like I just couldn't get my bearings about me. Especially early mornings are really bad. So if I'm like having to get up in the morning, I really have to sit down for a minute first, like sit up on the bed first, and then get myself up like that. Jen taught me in PT. She was like, see if you can do it without having to put the pressure of your left hand on the bed. Sit, stand. So yeah, so I can do it, but it takes a lot of work. What other challenges? I can't think of other challenges right now. I'm pretty sure more will come to me as I talk. Somebody also asked me, why are you celebrating your stroke adversity? That's not something to celebrate. It is, trust me. When you've gone through something that is like near death, pretty much is what I was. You learn to celebrate it. If you don't celebrate it, it will overcome you and take over you. And you become this bag of emptiness. And then it will kill you eventually. So, if you don't celebrate it, you're going to end up regretting it. And this stroke taught me a lot of good lessons, I think. Not saying that I was a horrible person or anything that needed to be taught lessons, but it just taught me good lessons that I just need to, slow down sometimes. It's okay. Things will get done. You just slow down and take it day by day, step by step, minute by minute. Some of the fears I have. That was also another question. Like, what do I fear? I fear having another stroke. I do, because I know that because I've had a stroke before, that it could happen again at any time. I mean, it could happen to anybody at any time, unfortunately, but I just feared a lot more, and I'm trying not to let that fear overcome me, but it's just hard. I think about it often. I'm like, oh, what happens again? But we're not going to speak that into existence. It's not happening again. Pray against it. I'm definitely a prayer person. I like to pray to God, so sorry for those who I may offend, but that's my thing, and so I pray to God. I thank Him every day for life, because I doubt that I would be here without Him right now. So, another one of my fears, I guess, is, I always, there was a point in my life where I was like, I'm over being single. I want to be married. I want to have kids. And then there was a point where I was over all that. Like, I was like, I don't care. I'll be single for the rest of my life and it'll be fine. But now I fear that it definitely may be a strong possibility. Like, I really, let's just say the gay world is not the kindest. There are a lot of gay men who are very superficial, and so I already had a thing about my weight. I didn't think about my race, and now here I am. I think about my disability. So just having to accept those things, I do fear that I'll be alone for the rest of my life. But I know I won't be alone because I know I have great friends and great family near me. But you know what I mean, like romantically alone, and that's always been a fear of mine. So, yeah, I guess the biggest fear is that it will happen again. I don't want that to happen, so we're not gonna have that happen. Sorry though, I'm rambling right now. But yeah, so I gotta find a way to keep it more interesting so you don't log off after like a minute. So give me some ideas on how to keep it interesting. I don't know. Do I need to like have cartoon characters behind me or something like that? I don't know. So we are in Schenectady tomorrow, and then we have Voice of 603 on Friday. And unfortunately, we have Saturday off now. So I think I'm going to use that time to organize my room. My room is a little bit of a mess because it is, as you can probably imagine, it's hard to really organize a room after moving and stuff. And then having to, I don't know, break down boxes and move clothes and wash clothes. I can say though that I'm super proud of myself for a lot of things, but we're never giving up. I guess you could say. Oh, never giving up. That was a big thing. I couldn't give up. I wanted to, but I just couldn't. I wouldn't allow myself that. I guess that's where my pride kicks in, which is great. So, yeah, I just told myself I'd never give up. So, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna stop being emotional right now, and I am going to hit you with a soul question. Let's see what happens randomly. So, hopefully it's not an emotional question either. If a museum had an exhibit about you, what items would you put on display? Well, I would put, let's see, about me. I'm like a combination of superhero and music. So, I don't know. There was like superhero something, music something, I don't know. Superheroes music, something along those lines. I don't know. Trying to think of like an item that really represents me. I don't know. So yeah, that's that. Okay. I think I'm gonna close it here. Thank you guys. I get to watch The Masked Singer tonight. I'm so excited. I get to watch it in real time. It's pretty awesome. All right, bye. Ugh.